I don't blame you necessarily on any of those. The only one I disagree with, as you mentioned, and that leads me right into my next outright play for this show, is Patrick Cantlay. And you're right. He hasn't had the best results in majors, which is frustrating because personally, I don't like this play for my own betting history with Patrick Cantlay. I always seem to get the timing of him wrong. I choose him when he doesn't pull through and then leave him off when he does. But the reason I have him on for me this week is I feel like there's nobody better out there as far as riding a hot streak than Patrick Cantlay. Last year, I mean, he proved it right there at the FedEx Cup. He goes tied for 11th in the first event, and then he wins the next two to win the FedEx Cup. Okay. He started this year. You mentioned that putting this year. He had a burst where he went 4th, 9th, tied for 4th, 2nd. And he legitimately, and I had him, I think in 2 of the 4 tournaments, had a chance to win all 4 of those. He was close to winning all 4. He didn't win any, but he was right there in all of them. Then he kind of fell off for a few tournaments, and now he's coming in off a runner-up at the RBC Heritage, lost in that playoff to Spieth, and then followed that up with a win at the Zurich Classic, which, of course, was a partner's event with Xander Schauffele, but still, they were lights out, and he played very, very well. And again, he's just proven that he can ride momentum. But then when he does fall off, it usually falls off pretty hard. So hopefully that's not this week, but he has proven that he can ride those momentums. He's another guy that really doesn't have a big weakness in his game, which you mentioned. It just hasn't translated to majors for whatever reason, but he's got positive stroke gain numbers in all 5 statistical categories that they measure that. He ranks 17th off the tee, 17th around the green. You mentioned that'll be important. 18th tee to green, 27th in putting, and number 10 in scoring average. So Patrick Cantlay, please show up at a major this week. I'm betting on you. I think it's going to happen. You're on a hot streak. Don't disappoint me.